Alright guys, then the next one was Mirage. So there we started T-side. The first thing I wrote down was our default needs some work because we're not able to trade. So for the default, basically what I want to do is two guys coming top mid, two guys coming apps, one's going to come lowers, one's going to hold the apps push, and then one guy is going to play ramp. You can choose if you want to play ramp or palace. We can switch it up to have maybe the apps guy come support you ramp or whatever, but when it's a default, it's basically a 1-3-1 setup with two guys coming out top mid, one lowers, so we can fight for mid control, try to get the guy cat or mid or top con, because they're gonna want to fight us if we've got mid presence. This guy, you basically just lurking around here, trying to see if this guy is gonna push up, or maybe try and kill him on the jump spot, or if he's not jump spotting, like walk up. And when you're doing this, like talk to me so I can know what's going on. Tell them, okay, I'm walking up, like tell me I'm walking up B, I'm not spotted, I'm going to try and see if I can get a pick. And as you're saying that, these two guys can start rotating. So if you get a pick, we're here, ready to take side with you, or come into side behind you. Or if you're up here already and you're up here already and you like kill the guy cat or kill the guy van or whatever, we can pull a fake and run all the way around, and you just stay here and try and make as much presence as you can. Like maybe pop a smoke there, and then just like so yeah, that's basically what I want to do with the default. So one guy A, two guys top mid, one guy lower, one guy apps. And then next point was post plants. So it's the same as with Inferno. Our post plant positions is not good. We're getting caught out really easily in the open, and there's no real crossfire. So let's focus on that. Then the next point was mid control. So basically, under that I wrote utility. So our utility for mid is not the best, especially like this grenade here, smoke grenade. It's not getting thrown every round. If you can throw the mid smoke, it's gonna it just denies information for them. So yeah, throw it. There's a pretty if you throw this flashbang and it bounces off here, it flashes there about, and it doesn't really blind you coming out top mid unless you like come here or come here. So if you run directly towards it before it pops, it doesn't really blind you. There's a molly you can throw from top mid to con to keep that guy from pushing. You can bounce a nade off this low wall here, so it pops there, stopping the guy pushing, and with that you can throw a flashbang as well. That pops there, so it also blinds the mid guy. So yeah, just try and focus on using util in mid. The next point was our fakes worked really well. There was just the one on the pistol that didn't work really very well, where we basically just threw smokes and rotated without trying to fight, and then when we were here we realized, oh shit, we should fight, and then we came back and we were underarmed on B. So and then we had like one guy fighting two people here for no reason really. Then our patient game was really good. Once we got into a good default, we waited for them to make mistakes. whilst not just sitting ourselves, but not giving kills away. Then the executes went really well. So yeah, well done with that. Then pointed out here, learn from the enemy. So what I meant by that is what they did was we had one guy like maybe ramp or palace, but they always like one guy always pushed. He cleared out palace, and then when there was no one there, he kept pushing, and he did that almost every round. So that's something we can learn from. Maybe get an AWP here to get the pick and stop him from doing that. Yeah, so just learn from your enemy, from what they're doing. Yeah. Same with lowers. They pushed lowers a lot, and then because we had no smoke here, our guys they didn't really want to push up to get the trade kill on the guy coming out lower. And when the guy coming lower, you can underhand a flash there, and just blind the guy pushing. You can even have the guy coming apps flash for you there as well. So one flash, and then if he dodges it, this next flash comes in and gets him. So yeah, just talk to each other about that. Then yeah, that's it for the T side. Then on CT side, don't try and be a hero in the post plant. Wait for your teammates to rotate. Unless it's like 3 seconds left, the guy's planting, you need to jump out a window and kill him so they can't plant the bomb, and the round's over. It's really situational, but most of the time, if there's like 40 seconds left, they're planting the bomb, it's a 3v3. Don't try go in yourself and kill 3 guys, because 9 out of 10 times it's not going to happen. Then our crossfires was pretty good. Yeah, crossfires was pretty good. Comms basically, when you getting information, even if you're like peeking ramp and you're not seeing anyone, relay that information so we know, okay, there's no one ramp. Maybe get a flash in here, a flash in there, so you can like clear it out and make sure there's no one there. It's not just hold passive. If it's the same as I said last time on Inferno, let's try and go get that information with like a deep molly, clearing it out. Not that. A deep molly, clearing it out, and then a flash behind it to get that information. It's clear. Or if you're playing like top palace or something, get a flash into palace. Okay, palace is clear. Unknown did a really good job at B to be aggressive in apps and get the kill and then fall back as we start rotating in. So yeah, it's about getting that early information. We can even try getting mid control. Yeah, let's not make it too complicated, but what I'm saying is basically say what you're gonna do, don't just do it. Okay? Then don't re-peek mid so often. So this is kind of directed at Andrew, and it's not me like saying you're bad or whatever. Just I know it's like really enticing if they're coming out mid. You've got the AWP, you want to re-peek and get 3 kills. That's not really what I want you to do. I want you to get the pick, fall back through CT, hold it from here, like Cat and Con. So you're not they're expecting you to still be here. It's basically just something I picked up from pros when they play. Um, they're not re-peaking so often. Especially with the AWP, you can do this a lot. Like when you come in con, you get a pick here, you can fall back all the way from here. Come cat, I can boost you up. Top cat, get a pick there. It's just about being a bit more dynamic, not just doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, so that's just some advice to maybe help you be a bit more unpredictable. And it's the same with everyone. Don't, in terms of don't re-peaking. If you get a kill, fall back in a more like, what do you call it? A more advantageous position where you have more of a kind of an advantage against them. Or if you're going to repeat, like call for a flash. Don't just peek it, because they saw you peeking before. They're going to hold that. Don't try and be a bit more dynamic. Okay, and then once again, I said it on for Mirage as well. If you're an anchor, make sure you can fall back to a safe position. So once again, Unknown did I said it before, Unknown did it really well to get a kill or get the info and then fall back. If you're like a strat a lot of the pro teams uses, if you get close rank control with like that Molly and Flash combo, hold the smoke, come stand here, jiggle peak ramp. Once you see them, drop the smoke, fall back to under palace or fall back to there, or fall back to stairs. Or if you're playing CT, you can jump spot here, or jiggle peak, and as soon as they come out, you just fall back, throw a molly there so they can't plant, or throw a flash so it slows them down, or nade or whatever. Just, it's basically slowing them down and staying alive. So yeah, if you're an anchor, focus on that.